All right, so we've landed at our first rest stop. We've only been on the bus for like half an hour and we're already taking a break here.
No wonder it takes 7 hours to get there. May you live in interesting times is a phrase that most believe to be an ancient Chinese proverb which inspires growth from unexpected events. I mean, if you listen, you can hear how noisy it is, so I'm sure, I guess you just get used to sleeping in. I mean, we got used to sleeping in an RV, right? In gas stations in Eastern Europe, so I guess you can get used to anything. The truth is that the phrase is neither ancient nor Chinese.
Welcome to China.
Standing. Yeah.
It was written by an Englishman in the early 1900s, and it was written to be a curse. I can only imagine him to be a glasses half empty kind of guy. Anyway, living through a pandemic most certainly qualifies as interesting times, and there is a definite need to respect the virus. Here in Japan, restrictions are easing up and we are now getting the green light to go out again. In the last episode, we took you through our transitioning story during the last couple of weeks. I'm sure you didn't expect to have us here for 3 months and a half, and neither did we, but we've really enjoyed our time in Japan. If you've not yet watched the last video, stop right now, click the notification above, and watch it.
So how much work do you think you have to put into this?
In my opinion, it's a teardown. The next 20 minutes will make a lot more sense if you do so. And now we have left our unexpected long-term home in Kyoto and are getting ready to adventure again. Where will we go from here? Nobody knows, not even us. I just have one question for you.
What is that?
Can we just stay a little bit longer? All right, bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye, thank you.
Wow, nothing like a good walk up to get ourselves strong again. Going to our new location, no one said sort of that it should always be easy. And going from our beautiful co-living space, which there was no walk up and there was peaceful Japanese Zen gardens, to now urban area. So it's like a nice little mix. We're looking at this as a plus. Every time I walk up the stairs, I'm gonna say, this is a plus. And look at our new spot. Whoa, we have to take our shoes off. It looks nice. Looks spacious. All four of us.
We can do this.
All four of us back in the same room again.
Yeah, oh my gosh, it's like the RV. It's very cute.
Oh, thank you.
It's wonderful. I'm out of breath. Oh, it's very cute. I love it. Now that we're in a new space, we are hitting it hard again. We took a cooking class.
Oh my
we
gosh.
did karaoke. Oh my God, we're so bad.
Listen, we're acting as if sort of
We're 21.
We are. When you spend a lot of time in a room with just the four of us and our co-living roommate, there's a lot of just pent up anxiety as to we have to get out and see stuff. And here in Japan, things have calmed down.
Yeah.
States of emergencies have alleviated. And one of the things that we've learned about Kyoto is that we've had the rare opportunity of what it's like to see the place when no one is around, meaning no tourists around. And this has been one of those moments that people have said, relish this because you get to see something in a way that no one has been able to see since like almost post-war.
Right, we've gotten a lot of comments and references saying this is what it was like, or what they anticipated it was like before there were tourists allowed into the country. Well, does that look hard?
There's so much work.
Welcome to Shrine 101 class. Okay, so when you enter the shrine and you get to the main shrine, you can put in an offering, ring the bell, and then you bow twice, and then put your hands together and you clap twice.
I can't even say how impressed I am with the Starbucks. I am, because usually Starbucks, they're like corporate, right? But this is a house that they just turned into
Okay.
incredible experience.
I don't want to be Debbie Doom, but I do see some corporate in here.
Well, you can't help it a little bit.
Overall, it's great. I solemnly swear
I solemnly swear
to make my wife fancy cucumbers
to order it from Amazon
from this day forward
from this day forward.
because I love her so much.
And if Amazon doesn't have it,
She's gonna have to deal with it or make her own.
there you go.
Can I have two and this?
Yes, you may.
How is that at all?
Really good.
This is called Shigiri Ito, which is a thread for tying a love knot. And you tie it onto the god of love and matchmaking right here
Which is this fat cat over here.
for a healthy marriage.
Does somebody need that?
And since
Because
we're coming on 20 years,
We're coming on 20 years. One of the things that really struck us is because we took a day trip to Hiroshima, and we decided that it was time to go visit, the Peace Museum. It was time to get back into the educational portion of,
Yes.
of our travels because karaoke only gets you so far in
can
life.
only cook so much Japanese food, although it is really
So-
good.
So we have a 7-hour ride. We have a 7-hour ride on this bus. It's a very comfortable bus. Because of social distancing, there's no one sitting next to you the entire ride, which makes Jessica and I have like this full-on comfortable little honeymoon nest, it feels like.
And it's a pink bus that matches my hair.
I know. And so what we realized in Hiroshima is sort of getting back to our roots of why we travel. And with that, we have arrived. Arigatou gozaimasu. I got to take this off. We've had this mask on for seven hours. It didn't hurt that much wearing the mask the entire time.
No, and there was no toilet on there wasn't a big deal because they stopped like every hour.
Like hour and a half they stopped.
No wonder it takes 7 hours to get here.
And I think going to Hiroshima was getting us back to center as to why we travel.
I think some of the most profound experiences we've had has actually been not reading about something in a book, but actually walking on the surface and seeing the relics from these tragic things that have happened. That was a tough visit. I mean, it's my second time there. It was a tough visit, but we did it. So this is how it works here. I emailed ahead of time and they said on their website it says they're closed, but if you email them, they're actually open. And they allow a certain amount of reservations per day, and you have to come here and pick it up, and then they give you a time slot to come in. And just to give you an example, when Avalon and I came in August several years ago, there was about a 2-hour wait outside the building, out in the heat to get in. So this is definitely impacted by COVID, but I think they're handling it pretty well, it seems like. Yes. Okay. Okay?
You get to wear your mask all year long in the museum.
I was gonna do thumbs up, but it's kind of a sad
It's
topic,
masks
so
up.
yeah, it's not worth thumbs up.
ありがとうございます。
Barbara, what do you think about a 12-year-old coming here and witnessing everything here?
It's sad and very, very tragic. I think it's necessary. Definitely sad, but it's necessary.
Some of you may be watching these vlogs and saying, wait a minute, they're releasing old stuff. They don't seem to be as woohoo, as fun as they normally are. You're right. It just hasn't felt really right to be out like kind of celebrating and doing things when the world is suffering, and we want to be kind of present for those moments and honor those moments.
Right. There's been a lot of things since this whole pandemic has occurred, and we've been telling ourselves, well, we should be recording this because we're still doing interesting things. We're still doing a lot of fun things. But when it comes time for us to sort of turn on the camera, the fun fizzles out a little bit. We're not losing our love for it, but in today's world,
it's been tough.
It's been really complicated on
what we celebrate and how we celebrate it.
Kind of.
And we're really making an effort on our end to kind of educate our kids on a lot of things that are going on. And that's not really stuff we would put in the vlog, you know? And I think we're really trying to be present with them as well.
We've done some really fun stuff. Guys,
yes.
we did make our way over to Tokyo.
And we went.
And we did go to a big cafe, which was something that I would have never imagined ever on my travel life.
No, but our kids wanted to go, and we said, okay, we'll go. They were so cute.
They were so amazing.
One of them bit me.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Automatic slippers.
Wow, that's nice. How do they know our size? Oh my gosh.
So you may just walk in.
Oh my gosh, they are so cute. Oh my gosh, the heck with a cat. We're getting a pig.
I don't know what his name is, but he's so cute. Can I borrow your phone to take a selfie? Yeah.
Oh, Laura, I think they like you, honey. Oh my gosh, look at that one. Watch your goods, Will. Some of them are biting.
Oh, you bit me.
This one is 7 months old.
So they're all babies.
Yeah.
Where do they go after this? They don't get eaten for bacon.
No. No.
Don't tell me that, please.
No. They're actually up for adoption.
Well, that was fun.
That was fun.
Ready for BLT?
And we've said it before, and we'll say it a million times, and we'll say it a bazillion times in the future.
Jessica, put your hands in front of my face 1,000 times. I don't know how many times you've noticed that when we're recording.
And we cut each other off all the time. I do it more, I know.
But the people of Japan have been so welcoming to us, and what we had a great experience when we were in Tokyo when we went to an udon making class. We learned how to make pasta. Now, this is not going to be, once again, a full-on vlog because we were just not in that space. But the woman who had this class for us, she was the most kind woman that you can ever want to experience.
It's a funny thing. You don't need to be able to communicate with people to see their kindness and their heart and their soul. That's awesome, Laura.
Now, Avalon, we've gone ahead, we've learned how to cook so many different things from all around the world. And yet, we still don't seem to practice what we learn from all around the world.
Because we're never in like a spot where we have access to tons of ingredients from all around the world.
So is that going to change now we're getting in Japan for like 6 months?
Probably not.
Do you ever think, Avalon, going forward, from this point forward, that you'll ever cook or be indoors with a mask on again?
Hopefully not. But then again, who knows?
And this has been so much fun because now at the end, we're actually getting to the point where she's making our names into Japanese paper. She's totally making us feel at home here, and it feels, I don't know, I never want to stop traveling. Travel bans, you do not exist in the world that I live in. Not even slightly. Listen, if there's no tourists coming here, we will carry the torch for everyone who's not able to travel.
I'm a little emotional.
No, stop it.
It's really hard for me to imagine a life. Thanks. A life without without travel, like going back to a stationary life. I can't imagine my life without these deep, rich connections that we have. And I don't know if it might sound, I don't know, privileged or what, but I really thrive off this connection that we make as a family with other people in other countries. And I feel like it's so important in the world, and just so incredibly important.
You realize it's like the recipe for every single vlog that we have. We meet someone, we get really touched, Jessica starts crying. Next thing you know, we start saying how grateful we are to be in this planet. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. And then Laura comes to the rescue and fans Mama.
That's beautiful.
Anything else you want to say that's profound?
I'm a little embarrassed right now.
Yes, it should be enough, Mom. No more crying.
I'm just gonna eat my plums.
There you go.
We could barely communicate with her, but I could feel it in her eyes and her heart and just everything she was doing and the way she was maneuvering with the kids. And we're lucky. We're lucky. The world is good to us.
But in Tokyo, our biggest priority, our biggest objective was to get our visa settled, because we knew that we were going to be here longer than our original visa allowed us to be here for. So we had to take care of that right away. So our next stop is the Japanese Regional Immigration Bureau, which means our original visa for being in this country was for 3 months. They automatically renewed everyone that was out during COVID.
I think you have to arrive here by a certain date, though, right?
No, they've been automatically renewing all along. We just
have they?
We stopped looking once they gave us the green light to stick around. But essentially, to go ahead and stick around past your original 3 months, you have to register with the Immigration Bureau saying, yeah, I extended. So
we heard this is a pretty lengthy process, and looking at the line, I think it's gonna be, but
right.
We're grateful that Japan has allowed us to stay an additional 3 months, which will be a total of 6 months.
Hello.
How do you do it? We
tourists?
Tourists, and we stayed 3 months, but we want to stay 3 more.
And so,
We just need the extension.
Yeah.
Okay, with 4 hours into our visa renewal process, we call it the Coronavirus Relief, it's Hang Out in Japan a little bit longer program. We got 4 of these. We got finally 4 extension notifications, which I'm at, a convenience store, because I gotta get these things. I gotta pay for the extra notarization for the extension fee, and I can only do it at a convenience store. Funny how that works out. Only in Japan, everything gets done here at the convenience stores.
Are you sure you have everything?
With that, we are still inside the immigration office, and the Family Mart is like right inside. You get stamps. Stamps are what get you from one place to another in this world. Same as in France. Crazy how that works out.
Do you think they serve dinner here?
You know, you could have gotten a coffee downstairs.
Oh my gosh, we've been here for so long. Do you think it's okay to lick these?
All done.
We're done?
Yep.
Is there paper in there that says we're okay?
There's a sticker in there.
What is? Let me see it.
It's next to the other.
Look
It
at
is
that.
90 more days, of which we would have utilized like 35 of those days.
It
so.
only gives us till August 25th.
Yep.
So we have to leave by August 25th.
Yep.
Where are we gonna go?
Where do you want to go?
I don't know. Let me think about it. I'll get back to you tonight. So what now? What does the future look like for us WorldTowners? Are we going to travel more? What are we going to do? Are we going to live in Japan forever?
The hard part is this, is that if we want to change a country today, number one, we can't do it. So even if we could, and there's talks about travel bubbles between Japan and Thailand and Vietnam and Cambodia. So Southeast Asia is slowly opening up to...
That might be an option.
To tourists, which sort of I think we qualify. And the hard part's going to be is determining sort of what's the best use of our time. Because no matter where you go nowadays, you're going to have to do a 2-week quarantine, which is, you know, good and bad.
We'll do it. We don't mind doing it. We'd like to wait till summer's over when we're all when the kids are back in school. But we don't have any problem with the 2-week quarantine. But then that kind of changes our plan. We were going to stay in a country for a month at a time. But if we have to quarantine for 2 weeks, and that only gives us 2 weeks, and we're working during the week, that only gives us about 2 weekends in a month. So do we stay at a place longer? When is this all going to open up? We only can stay in Japan for a total of 6 months. So we have to make a decision after that. So I'd like to say we have an answer for you. We don't.
But I think at this point, our travel adventures are going to keep us within Japan for the foreseeable future.
Yeah,
At
domestic
least
travel.
until our visa expires.
And they say, get out.
at the end of August.
Now we're not going to tell you, but we do have a couple of things kind of, if nothing was to open up, we have a plan B and a plan C that we're researching and entertaining at this point. And I
We
guess
want to be by a beach.
you guys will just have to wait and see what that ends up being.
But with that, I think we have to.
Oh, I could ask him a
we have to
question.
be done. What?
Any guesses? What do you think we're toying around with here?
If you're watching us on Instagram, you may already know this.
Have we said something on Instagram? I don't know if we did.
I don't know.
I don't think I did.
I don't know. Anyway, all right. With that being said, we have to get going. Thanks for sticking around.
Bye, guys.
And keep it up. Stay safe, and we will see you next
You
time.
know, I have a special request today. Can you tell each person who watches this, tell a friend about our channel and get them to subscribe? We are really trying to grow the channel and we need your help, basically. So I appreciate it if you do it. Thank you so much.
They gave us some government ration masks.
We are officially Japanese, I think. This is amazing, though, that they gave everyone masks. I don't know if they did this in every country, but it's wonderful that they give these out to people so that they can protect themselves. I hope the U.S. decides to do this.
They're kind of like.
They might be a little late.